Hi, it's Grandma Roseanne. I'm so glad you came back to my kitchen because we're going to make apple fritters today. Now, I don't know if you've ever had them. You may have bought them in a bakery, and I don't really like them in a bakery because they're like huge, but they have big chunks of apple, and I like the apple to be incorporated through the entire fritter. So we're gonna make them. These are wonderful, you guys. If you wanna do them for an afternoon treat for the kids, if you wanna have a brunch, this is a beautiful addition to a brunch. Or if you just have a sweet tooth and you want something that's a little healthier because it's fruit, this is the apple fritter. So we're going to start out with 2 apples, and what I have is Granny Smith. You want 2 tart apples. So if you like another variety, better, but better not to use like a Golden Delicious or something like that. You want something that has a little bit of snap to it. All I did was use this kind of a grater, and I just grated 2 apples into that. Ever so quick, ever so simple. Then we're going to want to have some lemon zest. Now the zest, I just took this and just did that. That was it. So I've already done that, and I have 2 tablespoons of zest right here. Tablespoons of, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was 1 spoon of lemon zest. It's 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now what I have done is I punched a hole in this and stuck it in the microwave, and it was in there for probably 30 seconds. If you want to get the maximum amount of juice out of there, just do that. It just takes a little bit of time. So I'm just going to use this, which is a really nice little juicer, and I'm just going to juice it right into this. Just like that. And one might ask, well, Roseanne, how do you know if that's 2 tablespoons? Well, I really don't, if you want to know the truth, but it's pretty darn close, okay? If it got a little bit more in there, all the better. All righty. Now to this beautiful mixture, we're going to put in 3 tablespoons of sugar. And then we're just going to mix that up. Okay, so all we're going to do is just give this a good mix. We want to incorporate that sugar, the lemon zest, the lemon peel, just like that. Get all you guys down there so everybody can be a part of this. And then we do want just a pinch of cinnamon. Just a pinch. So what's a pinch? That's a pinch. All right, now we're going to set this aside, and we're going to start on the next set of ingredients that we will be incorporating into this. So let me put this aside. Give me a minute. Okay, now we're ready for our next addition here, and we want 2/3 of a cup of sour cream. Okay, earlier I said it was a healthy dessert. Maybe not quite so healthy, but really good, you guys, really good. There. We are now going to add to our apples. Mix. This basically is our, whoop, a little seed got in there. Now what I did when I did the apples is I peeled them, quartered them, removed all the seeds except that one, and then grated them. So that was very, very easy to do. You can use a food processor. If I was doing a double or triple batch of this, I'd use the processor, but it's not worth cleaning up for just 2 apples. Now we're ready to start on the dry ingredients. So we need 1 3/4 cups of flour. 1, 2, and 3. Baking powder, 1 teaspoon. One teaspoon of cinnamon. You want your apple fritters to taste, I think I like them to taste almost like an apple pie. So you don't want to skimp on the cinnamon. 1 teaspoon. And nutmeg. We want about 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. So this little grater handles that. I never have any idea how much 1/4 teaspoon is. I just put it in. Okay, and we need salt, because salt goes into everything. So we want 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we want to mix this up so we get all of those ingredients combined. And after we have mixed this together, then we're going to put in 2½ tablespoons of melted butter. And we want to give that a good mix. Works better if you keep it in the bowl. And then we're going to add this to our apple mixture. So it's dry ingredients to wet ingredients. We're making a nice batter here. Okay. Now remember those egg whites? We said don't throw those away. Remember we're going to use those, so I'm going to put them in here, and I've got a whisk attachment on here. You can actually just do this by hand. It really wouldn't take very long, but I just want to go ahead and use the mixer because it's here. And we just want them to get frothy, that's all. When it gets to about this stage, now we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of sugar. And we're going to let this go to like soft peaks. So we beat the egg whites, and this is just what we want. See how they're very, very soft peaks? They just kind of ribbon at the bottom there. That's all we're looking for. And then we're going to incorporate that into this. This gives it the airiness, gives it the, it's just flakier because of this. All right, now we've got all of that out, and we're just going to mix this in, just like that. So we're now ready to start frying. I have my deep fryer at 350 degrees. If you don't have a deep fryer, just go ahead and put it into a nice sized pan. You want to have enough depth in there that as you drop them in, that at least half of the fritter is going to be frying, and then you can flip it over for the other half, okay? Now I like to have everything ready before I do this part, before I start frying. So what I have here is a rack, and we're going to pull them out of here with this little gizmo, whatever you have that'll safely take it out of that hot oil, and we're going to put them here on the rack, and they're going to just cool off there, okay? So I'm using an ice cream scoop. I like them to be uniform, and we just drop them. You want to come and take a look at this, cameraman? And I think I can do 3 comfortably in here. Alexa, time 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
So we're going to cook these like this for 3 minutes, and then I will show you how to flip them, and then we'll do 3 minutes on the other side. That assures that it's going to be cooked all the way through. You don't have any, uncooked batter in the middle of it. And then they'll be nice and golden, they'll be beautiful. And now all we want to do is just flip those puppies over, just like that. Alexa, time 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
I will come back when we're pulling them out. But do you see how easy it is? It's so simple and they are absolutely delicious. I think that when you're into fall especially, these are a really nice little treat to have for your family or your friends or whoever you're having over. But honestly, we do these all year long because they're just excellent. The kind of stuff that's so special when you get it. So special. All right, we're coming along just fine on this one. It's amazing, you know, how long 3 minutes takes. It's amazing because you think 3 minutes, it goes really fast, but when you're waiting for something to happen, like 3 minutes of cooking time on the flip side of the fritter, it's like an hour.
God, they're looking good. I love the color of that.
They look delicious.
Yeah, they look really good. Whether they taste or not, they look good.
Ye of little faith. You know what we made the other day, you guys? You might want to go look at that video. Oh, we made lemon bars. They were outrageous. They were so good. Alexa, stop. Okay, now we just come in and gently pick up a fritter and move it over to our cooling rack. Just like that. There. Now we're going to let these cool down, and then while this is cooling, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of these, but I don't think you want to watch me do 12 of them. So I'll be back after they have cooled down, and then we'll do that fabulous taste test, but I'll show you how to finish them off. I ended up with 12 fritters, and they look fantastic. So what we want to do is just top them off with some powdered sugar. Now I did let these cool down. You don't want to put the powdered sugar on while they are still hot, or it's just going to melt on you. Well, we have got these done, and I think to me, the very best part of making something like this is who can I give it to that's really going to enjoy it. And I know the cameraman's gonna love these. My children loved them when they were young and I would make them. But the next best thing is, how do they taste? So I think we really need to try one. Take that, I'm gonna cut it. I want you to see how beautiful it is in the middle. Look at this. It's cooked all the way through, and it's cooked all the way through, and there's just slivers of apple going all the way through that. So I'm going to take a taste test for you. Oh. That's the best apple fritter I've ever eaten. So delicious. So powdered sugar is never a friend with black. So subscribe, you guys. Hit the subscribe button and the little bell, because we're posting almost every day now. And come back and tell your friends. If you have friends that want to learn how to cook, send them over here. If you have friends that think they know how to cook and you go over and the food's not that good, send them over here. But whatever it is, I want you to come back and enjoy what we're making. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you on the next video. Bye.